My name is Preston Sampson. I'm an artist living in Silver Spring, Maryland from West Palm Beach, Florida. What do I like about art? The ability to express yourself. I look at my work somewhat as sculptural to a point that I don't know what's going to be there when it starts digging, excavating, and using colors and surfaces, and things appear. Sometimes I have a very good idea what I'm doing. Other times I don't. I have no idea. I think we're underrepresented in a positive light. One of the earliest memories that I have and a motivation for me was my grandfather. There was a picture we had in our house growing up. It was a sepia tone photograph of my grandfather and his two brothers. And I always thought that was the most fascinating photo. It turns out that his father, Morris, had been lynched. I never knew this, never knew it. But it was just such a story. Those men were so deep and impactful. One of the things that informs my artwork so much is stories of old black men, old black women. It's something that has been marginalized, as often African American men are. You know, the whole thing that I'm doing now is black male series / unidentified black male. In this case, my unidentified black males are fathers, you know, at their son's baseball game. They're brothers, they're friends, they are these beautiful, strong people. They need to understand that they are important, and they have a history, a rich history that's not just including atrocities, but greatness, inventions, beauty. I think it's our role, my role, at least what I see it as myself as an artist, is to highlight the positivity. Without music, there is no life, there's no art, there's no anything, there's no rhythm. I grew up in a household full of musicians. My father and my older sister were musicians. My dad had been a cornet player in his early part of his life and passed the baton down to my sister. So I grew up in band rooms, listening to musicians freestyle and practice, rehearse, marching bands. I've always loved music. As far as sports, I'm a failed athlete. I would sit and draw what I would fantasize that I could do and things, you know, and even in high school and even before that. But I love sports. It always interests me to do the stories that my father used to tell me about Josh Gibson and the Negro League. And I wanted to highlight things that people did not know about how it was for African American athletes. I think one of the things that interests me personally in my work is the energy and the kinetic energy of it. That even in a simple concept of a portrait, there are layers of things that are going on that I even surprise myself and look at, 2-3 years later, and it reveals itself. I took my son to a shooting range. He wanted to go shoot on his 21st birthday. He's a 21-year-old, highly educated young man, and he's fearful, deep in his spirit, and he wanted to go learn how to defend himself. And I looked down and realized this bullet casings. I'm talking about decades worth. They were oxidized, they were brown, they were gold, they were new silver shining ones. And I saw these casings on the ground, and I'm thinking to myself, wow, I bet you I could do something with this. I wanted to do something with these casings as a tribute to black men and everybody, gun violence in general, but especially black men. And then it was George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, so many. It's to a point that I think we get numb to it, that our lives are irrelevant or replaceable. We lost it. It's our ability to love each other and naturally go toward the context of being kind to each other. I just really always appreciated Montgomery County. Like I say, for its diversity. I think my colors and the people of Montgomery County have a kinship together. I think it's fabric, it's a menagerie of colors and sounds. I think I paint African American subjects unapologetically, but still in the context of that, it's still It's a globalism to what I try to do, and there's a universality of my concept. I believe it's important, and I believe it's something that I'm here to do, that it makes sense for me, and that's has always been my call to arms.